morning. My name is Constanza Contreras, and I will start with one question for you. When was the last time you really managed to have a good sleep? Think for yourself, but be honest. Because many of us will think that we don't get enough sleep because of all the assignments and projects we have to do. This is what we call sleep deprivation, which means a condition in which people just don't get enough sleep. Unfortunately, we are in the same shoes. Despite of all the academic stuff we need to finish up, it's actually important for all of us to care more about our sleep. Let's get into this. Think about it. Is it that we, as students, don't get to organize our time? Or is it we procrastinate a lot during the day and we leave all our to-dos to the very end? Don't worry, I'll give you some tips to help you overcome this situation, because it's a fact, our bad sleeping schedule will lead to a series of unfortunate consequences. But first, let me tell you a short story. There was a time in which I was normally sleeping at 4 a.m. in the morning, and a friend of mine, in the aim to help, told me, I still remember those words. She said, imagine sleep as your secret superpower. When you get enough quality sleep, you acquire incredible abilities to make your day extraordinary. Picture yourself waking up refreshed and ready to conquer the world. And well, she was indeed positive, but how was I supposed to conquer the world if I still have to finish my essay for the next day? Because of this, I decided to do a survey in my school to know how many hours does a normal student sleep in a normal school week, and the reason of this. And here's the graphic. It says that out of 21 students, 11 sleep less than 5 hours. 8 of them sleep from 5 to 7 hours, and only 2 of them sleep 8 hours or more. This is a worrisome fact, because we know we normally have to sleep from 8 to 9 hours to work better and avoid health issues. But if we know it so well, why don't we apply it? Many students believe that they can go to sleep late and there will be no consequence at it. But the relationship between stress and sleep deprivation is a fact. And not only does a lack of sleep makes you feel awful, but a research has shown it impairs the brain. What's more, sleep loss over long periods can even increase risk for Alzheimer's and other neurological diseases. So, we obviously want to know how sleep deprivation causes this harm. That's why I would like to explain this. In a new study in the ACS's Journal of Protein Research, a team working with mice has identified a protective hormone whose level declines with sleep deprivation, leading to what? Exactly, neuronal death. And for those wondering, don't worry, the mice are completely fine, just a bit tired. And this study also indicates that the lack of sleep leads to neurological damage in the hippocampus, a small part in the brain that involves learning and memory. So we can notice there are many reasons why sleep is so important for students. The relationship between stress and sleep deprivation is a constant self-perpetuating cycle, where students don't get in the sleep they need due to stress, and the lack of stress contributing itself to more and more stress, we get a cycle like a never-ending story. And breaking the cycle is difficult, but it's not impossible. So, many students like you believe they can take their sleepless nights in a stride while they are young and have the energy to do so. But this is not true. They'll feel the consequences later on, and there's no escape from that. Because children, and mostly teens, have a higher risk of acquiring many health problems, including obesity, diabetes, poor mental health, and even injuries, as well as attention and behavior problems, which can also contribute to poor academic performance in school. Everything's connected, you see. For this reason, I'll give you some scientific proof solutions to deal with this lack of sleep. The first one is that the American Academy of Pediatrics recommend that middle schools and high schools start no earlier than 8:30 a.m. to allow students to get the sleep they need. And I think this one in specific should be implemented as soon as possible. Just saying. It's also recommended that students stick to a sleep routine. Sleeping too late and waking up in the afternoon can be just as detrimental to your overall health. That's why it's recommended to have your own routine for it. Generally, students who fall asleep late are more prone to leading a sedentary lifestyle with a diet revolving late night snacking. Sounds familiar? For this reason, night owls are more likely to suffer from depression and other mental health issues compared to early birds who maximizes their daylight hours. It's also recommended to get rid of the habit of checking your phone, using your laptop, or watching TV, because teens who are more exposed to light in the evening are less likely to have a good sleep. Okay, but you don't have that sleepiness when you are about to go to bed. So, to pass the time before you go to bed, I have some activities for you. The first one, it's a bit known, try journaling. Try reading a book. Try meditating, but without using the screen. Try going for a short walk or even exercise a bit. Or even writing a to-do list for the next day, which is also a great way to stop procrastinating. It's a win-win. Remember, the solution is in our habits, our routines, our decisions. We are young, so let's start taking our physical and mental health seriously. So, the next time you are even thinking of staying up late, remember what I shared today. It's time to change yourself for the better. My name is Constanza, and thank you for joining me in cracking the code of sleeping students' sleep deprivation. Thank you.